You and me. Right. We are one on. Right. And what I open there.
Every woman, every man, every race on every land, we must try to understand. Through his light and love, we are one. Every creature from earth to sea, every leaf on every tree, we all share the same energy. Through his light and his love, we are one. We are one. I know that it's so hard for us to see. We are one. Illusion separating you and me. We are one. Caught in life's duality. We are light, we are love, we are one. Those who hear me, those who know, now it's time for us to show that his way is the way to go. Through his light and his love, we are one. We are one. I know that it's so hard for us to see. We are one. Illusion separating you and me. We are one. Caught in life's duality. We are light, we are love, we are one. That it's so hard for us to see. We are one. Illusion separating you and me. We are one. Caught in life's duality. We are light, we are love, we are one. We are one.
Je sais que c'est si difficile pour nous de voir.
We are one.
L'illusion, vous et moi, séparation.
We are one.
Dans la dualité de la vie.
We are light, we are love, we are one. We are one.
幻想を見逃さいの分かっている。
We are one.
人生の矛盾にとらわれた。
We are one.
あなたと私を
We are light, we are love, we are one. We are one.
Sé que es muy difícil para nosotros ver.
We are one.
Ilusión tú y yo separando.
We are one.
Atrapados en la dualidad de la vida.
We are light, we are love, we are one.
Welcome to Moving on TV, guys. It's so good to be here. We are one. I'm going to ask Izzy if I can actually adopt that song. But today, oh God, the sun is shining out there, but it's very, very windy. I've got my new earrings on, my dream catchers, and my favorite, hair. And I want to tell you today about, I want to talk today in the awakening about the difference between depression, victimhood, and real depression, and how I've gone into a completely different vibration because of an incredible shaman who's going to be coming on to Moving On TV in our celebration, because we've got a whole week of celebration, as you know, coming up. A massive week of celebration when we get back Moving On TV, the main channel, which will be next week. Well, what am I talking about? Wednesday. Today is Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. God, I can't believe it. We're coming up to it. So I want to talk to you on the awakening today about the difference between victimhood, which I believe you can come out of, and real depression, which is different. It's really, there is a huge difference between the feeling of victimhood, where we tend to go round and round in circles, and we feel very low, and we feel like we're stuck and we're not getting anywhere. And I'm being a girl today. So let's have a look at it, okay? And then I will edit this and put it on as The Awakening 147, I think. I can't see my beautiful earrings. Look, my dream catchers. I got 6 pairs of earrings on eBay. I'm going to show you my earrings. I'm going to be a girl first before I become a teacher, right? These 6 pairs of earrings on eBay for £9. 1, 2, 3. I think they're a bit naughty because they've got pyramids, but we'll look beyond that, because pyramids exist. Pyramids exist in Egypt. They're part of the wonders of the world when you don't think about the connotations. You see, everything is just there, you know, like numbers, symbols. They're just there, but certain people use them in a certain way. Look at that. Look at those. Aren't they stunning? Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look at that. £9. All of it, all in one, £9. I get excited about things like that. I've got masses and masses of rings as well for a tenner. Should I put some on? I'm going to be, I enjoy being a girl. Here we go. I enjoy being a girl. I love it. There's one. There's another. There's another. There's another. I'm like a kid, like a little girl. You know what got to me yesterday? Martin came around, and every week I get Abel and Cole vegetables. Abel and Cole vegetables, really worth it. It's about £15. You get a huge amount of organic vegetables to your door for £15. And it comes in a box, you know. And because I'm such a kid, and I'm never going to grow up ever. It's just not going to happen. I'm getting younger. When I get on the med beds, I'm going to be even younger when I get on there. As Baba Bertha says, you know, 30 years down, minus 30 years. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Martin came over, which was beautiful and very kind of him, because I'm going to tell you about how to heal depression. So this is part of it. So I had a really, really deep one, as you know, over Easter. Easter was a difficult time. for me. And it was amazing because it led to a huge ascension. And I'm in 5D today. Don't feel connected to anything that I don't want to be connected to, on a different vibration, as they say, 5D. But what got to me is what I usually do when I get a box in the post of vegetables, from Abel and Cole. I'm such a big kid. I want to open it and I want to see what I've got. Oh God, look at that. There's tomatoes, there's fennel, there's broccoli, there's avocados, and there's an cucumber, whatever. Every week is like a celebration. When you open the box, it's a bit like Christmas. And there's your big present. Martin opened the box and put everything in the fridge. How boring is that? So I didn't get a chance to open the box. I've got to wait now to next Monday to do it again. But isn't that sad? So it took away the opportunity for me to open the box and discover for myself all these amazing things that come in the post. Because I'm a big kid and I'm never growing up. I'm never growing up. I'm Peter Pan, the female version of Peter Pan. And today, I'm 18 years old today. Look at my earrings. And I'm wearing my favorite hair. I've gone back in time again. I've been on my time machine. And I'm excited to tell you about David Ian Rogers. I'm going to give him a message. He's going to be our new messenger of light. And I'm going to be able to do an interview with him on Zoom where you're going to watch how he works. And if you've heard of laughter therapy, well, this is even madder. I mean, he is absolutely hilarious. As you know, I know I've healed my depression on the biodynamic med beds in the Positivity Center. Because Paul McDonald is a natural shaman as well, and he can heal depression. But David, obviously, I can't go there at the moment. It's just not an option. But David does the work over the phone, and I'm endorsing him because I endorsed him the first time, and then the depression. Hi, Martin. The depression came back. Do you like my earrings? You were there when you heard David's session, didn't you? Completely mad, wasn't he? He was so mad. It was so funny. Anyway, so yeah, I feel different today. When you say in high spirits, I wouldn't say, how can I express how I feel? What I love about David is all my rings. Martin, when you come around here next time, can you please not open my Abel and Cole box and put all the fruit, all the vegetables away? Because I like opening it. It's like a gift from the universe. It's like Santa Claus has brought me all this amazing organic food, organic vegetables. So you spoiled it. Thank you very much for spoiling my surprise. It's all right Anyway, I just thought I'd tell you that I want to open the box. I love opening the box because then I can see all the great stuff in there. Anyway, so we've got people watching. And oh my God, before I start the awakening, I'm going to tell you guys about a dream that I had, except I can't tell you the dream. I can just tell you the gist of the dream. Now, we are ascension and we are awakening. And in this dream, you and I were watching a film. All right. And in the film, I was saying to you, I told you we're not making this up. I told you none of this has been made up. I saw the arrests. That's all I can say. And it was like a film. There were actors playing the parts, and it was as vivid as anything. And I have never had a dream like that. And I believe that I've gone into 5D now, which I'm going to come back from. Well, if I say it, I'll come back. But David is there on the phone if I need him, and he'll take me back into 5D. So, which is amazing. I have a support system now, and you all need to know about him. David Ian Rogers, I'm now going to endorse you. I'm going to just send him a quick text and tell him how I feel today. He is an angel. He's a shaman. He's in a vibration that you're going to want to be. You're going to be want to be around. If you are, I hope he exists. Typical. I can't find his number, can I? Oh my God. Did he exist? You were there, Martin. Did I imagine that session? No, I don't think so. I gave him to another friend of mine who I really couldn't do anything to help her. She slept all night and it took 3 hours on the phone. But that's the kind of person he is. You got to give him a chance. And I am trying to find. I also did a quick testimonial for him, which I put on Facebook. So I must have it here somewhere. God, my neck. Yeah, the neck isn't interesting, is it, David? It's not interesting today to talk about it. Let me find him. Oh, God, I can't. Typical, isn't it? He's disappeared from my thingy. I called him. There he is. I called him David Hilarious. That's why I can't find him. David Hilarious. Okay, let's send him a text and tell him I'm going to endorse him now. And he will be on Moving On TV. We're going to do a live stream with him. David Hilarious. I'm endorsing you on Moving On TV 1, YouTube, and Facebook. My status. I feel in 5D today. Thank you. There we go. So I don't need him today. He's been endorsed. He's been endorsed. Right. So I'm endorsing David Ian Rogers. I'm going to send him a message. I'm going to tag him on TV. Where's my normal status? I can't put on my normal status. David Ian Rogers. You are amazing. Can't wait to do the interview. Here we go. David Ian Rogers. Okay, guys, I pass on everything. I want you to be happy. I want you to be happy, okay? And I'm saying to you that if you suffer from depression, seriously, and can't get yourself out of it, this is your man. And he works over the phone. I'm not going to tell you too much because I'm going to do a live session with him and you will be wetting yourself. He's so funny. He's madder than me and I'm proud of what I am. I'm not mad. I'm a starseed and I'm here to heal. I heal and I am the media. I'm the new love media, the media that's come here to show you dream catcher earrings. I'm here to wake you up. I'm here to tell you how amazing you all are. And so I want to talk today, as I said, the awakening. All right. So we're in the awakening. This is awakening 149, I think. I can't remember how many I've done. But today I'm going to tell you the difference between victimhood, and serious depression. So I believe that with victimhood, and I know because I'm a great practice of victimhood, my mother was my biggest teacher when it came to victimhood. She was your master teacher of how to be a victim, right? So I know very well how to be a victim. And the part of me, someone said to me, you love the dark side. And it's interesting because the dark side, to me, I thought the dark side was that lot, No, the dark side is accepting everything about yourself that isn't helping you, like perfectionism, a very strong character defect that needs this fringe to be perfect. All right. Okay. So victimhood was something I learned at a very young age as a child. My mother was the pure victim. It was like my mother would get well, and the minute she'd get well, she had to get sick again. It was just there was nothing. She couldn't understand why. Well, she just saw it as a natural thing, And so she would get well. It's like she would go into this amazing space. Why are we not on YouTube? Hang on. There's something not right. We're not connected to YouTube. Just a minute, guys. I just want to see what's going on. Why are we not connected to YouTube? Right. Let me just check. Hopefully they haven't cut us off. Bear with me. I'm just going to check what's going on with YouTube. To our channel on YouTube. Right. Yeah, we are connected. We're online. There we are. There we are. We're on. We're on. We're on YouTube. Okay. Great. Okay. So where was I? We're on YouTube. Of course we are. Oh no, Martin's coming through. That's Facebook. Okay. So where was I? Yeah. My mother, bless her, victimhood, pure victimhood. The poor woman didn't know the difference. And so I learned how to be a victim. And until I went into the therapeutic community, I didn't understand when I was being a victim. And like I say, I suffer from serious depression. Well, I suffered from serious depression. Not today. The 2 sessions with David. Today, I feel on a different vibration. I'm not saying I feel amazing. I'm not saying I feel high. I just feel different, lighter. Yeah. Like today I could sit and meditate all day and it wouldn't bother me. I'm not being caught up by the world. I'm not thinking about the world. I've been able to have realizations about those we call bears, and the massive realization there. And I put it on Facebook. I'm not ashamed to say it. I am now very humble to anyone who is going to do this. And the reason I am is because I realize that they are more enlightened. Not that they are more enlightened, that they are a different species to us. We are star seeds and we all have a different journey. Those that are going to do this and keep doing it, who will eventually not be here anymore. And it's quite serious. It's already happening. They are not connected to their bodies for a reason, because they are enlightened souls. All right. Now, this is going to upset a lot of freedom fighters, probably. But Angie told me not to say that because I'll manifest it. Because whatever you say, you're going to manifest. So it's not going to upset anybody who's awake, who is aware. Anyone who is on that vibration that we call a certain animal, a white animal that goes bah, they are not. And I am humble now because Gandhi and Jesus didn't care about their bodies. They knew the body didn't mean anything. And so these beings came here to give their lives for us, for humanity, not for us. Starseeds know all the answers when it comes to the body, the mind. We know. And if we don't know, then there are higher starseeds like David Ian Rogers that can help. Well, no higher, again, because I'm the media. My job is to enlighten, to entertain, to bring us together. That is my strength, okay? So on that level, I'm on a high level. But when it comes to healing depression, you have someone else. You have other starseeds that have come here to heal the starseed, to heal everyone. But the starseeds are the ones that will heal quicker because we are able to understand what he's doing. All right? Now, to be a victim, as I say, I feel it's a lot easier to come out of victimhood than it is depression. And I'm going to explain to you now why. Okay, I'm hoping David Ian Rogers is watching this. He's probably out there enjoying the sun, which is what I should be doing and which I will be doing. And I'm not sure why I can't. Oh, of course we're not on because I'm not on the right. I'm not on the right station. Moving on TV 1, Lauren, not moving on TV. Moving on TV is asleep till Wednesday. Don't forget it. Okay. We're coming back with fireworks. We're coming back with everything. Moving on TV 1. Moving on TV 1 is the channel we're on at the moment. If you can't find us, then this will be an awakening that I will create. I will edit for everybody, and then you'll be able to watch it again. Because it's so important for me to pass on the messages. When I heal, I teach. When I heal, I teach. And I feel like the world has gone. That's the only way I can express it. The world is gone, and I'm just up here somewhere, just different, showing you my earrings and my rings. Going to make myself an amazing salad soon. And even Peace and Eddie are not screaming at me. They've eaten. So, actually, I don't know where they are. Probably outside in the sun, in the courtyard. Hang on a sec. I'm just going to check. While I check, I'm going to put something on for you, which I did last night. I'm really proud of it. Really proud of it. I mixed it myself. And this song is one of my, it's a dream song that I always wanted to record. So while I'm checking where Peace and Ellie are, I love having my own TV station. Right. At your own TV station or come above Moving on TV and do it with me. I want you to watch the joy. I mixed this myself.
Perché tu sai quante buone cose di me. lascia che viva un amore romantico nella testa, che venga quel giorno, ma ora non l'età, per amarti non l'età, per ruschinare sola con te, se tu vorrai aspettarmi, quel giorno avrai tutto il mio amore per te. Lascia che io la viva un amore romantico nella testa, che venga quel giorno, ma ora non l'età, per amarti non l'età, per rischiare sola con te, se tu vorrai aspettarmi, quel giorno avrai tutto il mio amore.
Welcome to Moving On TV. So there you go. Non ho l'età. I am too young to love. I love it. This is my non-toxic nail varnish, which I'm going to put on. Moving On TV is becoming very sort of chic. Anyway, as I was saying, when you talk about victimhood, the difference, David Ian Rogers, I've tagged him. I'm going to do a massive interview with him, a Messengers of Light and a live restream as well. So you can all get to know what he does. But I want to explain to you, as I said, to be a victim, I personally believe that victimhood is a lot easier to get out of the minute you recognize it. So do you recognize when you're being a victim? All right. Victimhood. Do you recognize when you're being a victim? Right? Or do you, because when I went into the therapeutic community, I didn't know when I was being a victim. Okay. And I would sabotage continuously. Now, sometimes I know, sometimes I'm aware of it, and sometimes I'm not. The victim, it can be very tricky sometimes because it can be subconscious. And if you grew up with a mother who was the queen of victimhood, then sometimes it's difficult to be able to see the victim. However, thanks to the therapeutic community, I'm a lot of the time, not always, a lot of the time, I'm able to stand back and see the victim. I can very easily see the victim in other people. And a lot of the time, I have to stand back and see the victim in me. It's not always there as obvious, but it becoming stronger and stronger. Now, if you could see the victim in others, then that means you know the difference. You know it exists, and you know it exists in you, because you cannot see anything in others that isn't already in you. Okay? So now, victimhood, to me, the easiest way to get out of victimhood is to be grateful, is to do gratitude. All right, that's the first thing. And set a solution for the day. So say I'm feeling, I'll give you an example of the victim. I can't do it. I can't do anything. Oh God, I'm so tired, but I didn't go to bed till 4 a.m. in the morning. I'm so tired and I don't know what to do about it, but I didn't go to bed till 6 a.m. in the morning. I'm so tired, but I don't know what to do about it. I haven't slept for a whole week. Okay? Then you've got, oh my God, I don't feel well, but I haven't drunk any water. Oh my God, I don't feel very well, but I haven't drunk any water. And over, I don't feel very well. Have you drunk water? No, but I don't feel well. I can't do anything today. I'm too tired. But I didn't go to bed. I don't go to bed, but I'm too tired. Do you see what I mean? That is the victim repeating itself over and over. Okay? Like, I'll give you another example, because as I say, it's very easy to spot it. Like my mother, okay? My mother, I would make her well with Reiki and everything that I learned. She'd go into remission with cancer, and then she'd fall, okay? Because she had to be the victim. She had to. My mother had no choice. She didn't understand anything else. So she would fall. You'd ring her up and say, Mom, how are you? Because when I left you, you were in high spirits. You were feeling good. You went into remission with the cancer. What happened? What happened? And, I fell, Lauren. I fell. I hurt myself. And then you'd say, oh, Mom, I'm so sorry. And she'd get the love that she never had. And then she'd get well. And guess what happened? The cancer would come back. Do you see what I mean? That is victimhood. Because she needed it. She needed to be stuck in that victim. And I didn't understand it then. But then I went into the therapeutic community and I started to watch people. They'd go around in circle. They go round and round in circles saying, I can't get out of this, so thank you. Spam, so I don't answer it. There's loads of phone calls coming through lately from normal mobiles, and they're spam. I don't know if you're getting it, guys, but there's got to be a way to block them. So something came up and said identified as spam, so I don't answer it. Right. So basically, victimhood in the therapeutic community, when you go round in circles with the same problem and someone says to you, do you want to try this? Do you want to try this? Do you want to try this? Now, when I'm in victimhood and someone says to me, the other day I rang up the beautiful Andy, who I'm endorsing. She's in Northern Ireland. And she said to me, Lauren, I was so depressed. Really, one of the worst days. It was Easter. And I couldn't stop thinking about Dad and the family. It was very, very difficult for me. Difficult, as you could see when I put it out on Living on TV, as Edith Piaf. I don't want to be here anymore. I wish I was never born. Anyway, so that came out in huge rage. But anyway, I rang Andy, and she said to me, Lauren, do it 1 nanosecond at a time. Get through the day, you know, because all I could see was this long, winding road of nothing, emptiness every single day, every single day. And I feel that emptiness now, but it's okay. I'm okay. It's not bothering me. I've got nothing to do today. No one to see. No one's coming here. Feels okay. Different. Yeah. So that's why I'm able to teach this and to endorse David. Okay. So anyway, Andy was beautiful, and she went on and on helping me, and it wasn't working because I wasn't in victimhood. I was depressed. Now, serious depression is different, and I don't believe in medication. Medication just pushes everything down. So to me, depression is suppressed rage, and suppressed fear. It's fear and rage that's been pushed down so far into you that you don't know how to express it anymore. And so it turns into depression. All right. So the rage that I was experiencing was the situation with Dad, the fact that I watched Jesus Christ Superstar and there were singers that couldn't sing, and I knew, you know, why am I not on there? So that was a suppressed rage, a huge amount of rage suppressed in me that still hadn't come up. But the biggest rage was around my dad and what happened to Dad, and that the way he died. Yeah. And then the fear of everything that's going on around us, of how we're living and not fitting in and not wanting to leave the planet. This huge, intense passion to not be here is not victimhood. All right? There's a big difference. A big difference. Wanting to end it all is not victimhood. It's something that you really don't want to be here anymore. And I identify, if you've got serious depression, guys, then please contact David Ian Rogers or come to Moving on TV. And maybe by living your dream a little bit, you'll start to come out of your depression with me. But I went to the levels I had to go because I'm the media. And because I'm the media, I have to tell you how I came out of depression. I mean, I was going to the commune with, no, I wasn't going to the commune. I wasn't. Of course I wasn't. That was in a different world. But say in another world, I went somewhere, yeah, and there was people and hugging and lots of fun. I felt very low and depressed. Didn't work. Didn't work. The only thing that worked was what David does. And he spent 5 hours with me to get me to where I am now today. Now, I'm not saying that I am madly happy. I just feel just on a level where it's okay. Oh, we've got a very interesting comment here. It looks like, God knows, Woody Allen. Who is it? I don't know what the hell they're on about, but shall I block them? Well, do you know what? I haven't got a clue what they're talking about. I'm talking about depression. So if you give a shit about the human race and people, then explain yourself. If not, then fuck off Moving on TV. Thank you. That's basically how we put it. So what I'm saying is we get people that are lost, and maybe they are part of that enlightened group that we talked about, the lemmings, that I'm humble to, but I'm not going into that now. But the picture that this person has got on their face, on their Twitch, looks like somebody that should have been annihilated a long time ago. If you realize who your picture looks like, I think you should take it off and put on something a little bit more congruent with love and humanity and respect for humanity, because it looks like Woody Allen. He was a piece of shit, and I hope he's not here anymore. Anyway, coming back to what I was saying, if you have a comment that relates to what I'm talking about, then please put that on. If not, can you please not stay on here? I'll put the prayer of protection. We've got an angel here protecting us, and we don't need comments that are not congruent. But I'm not angry anymore, and it's not triggering me because of the work David Ian Rogers has done with me over the last couple of days. So, to come out of victimhood, you have to set, well, first of all, you don't get too hungry, too angry, too lonely, and too tired. Remember, that's the basics of the 12 steps. And that's in the film, How to Stay Sane in a Crazy World, which I teach you, okay? However, sometimes, as I say, if you're living your dream, you can't be a victim because you're in control of your life. You love what you're doing, all right? If you are living your dream, you cannot be in victimhood. It's impossible to be in victimhood. So basically what I'm saying to you is live your dream, okay? Do what I'm doing. And if not, then that's okay because I'm doing it for you. I'm living my dream for you because at some point, the dream will be so big that you will be able to be part of it. You will gain all the love and the compassion and the recognition that you want. Okay? I am living your dream for you. And that's beautiful. I'm a servant of God love. I'm not religious. I'm not religious, but I am a servant of God love. I call God love, as you know, and I am a servant of God love. So you live your dream through me, through the work that I do. David Ian Rogers is a beautiful singer as well, and I can't wait for him to send me some videos so I can show you what an amazing singer he is. He is the funniest man in the world. Apart from one other man that I know who is hilarious as well, happens to be a shaman who isn't working at the moment, who I have absolutely no idea what's going on with, who at some point will come back to do their work, I hope. Also part of Moving On TV, some of our gang. I hope at some point this person will come back and do their work because they can heal depression, they can heal all sorts of things with their biodynamic bed. But in the meantime, David Ian Rogers will do that over the phone because where he needed to go past in order to do it. All right? And my gratitude today to David is, it's a long time since I felt in this space. I think I felt in this space when I was looking after Dad, when I was giving him all the love in the world when he was dying. And I didn't care about me anymore. I just cared about Dad and loving him. I was in this space when I was on the stage doing no rien de rien. Yeah. I was in this space when I was on the biodynamic bed, getting healed by Paul MacDonald, the shaman. I was in this space when, let me see, I can count the times. After the therapeutic community, I went into bliss and I found the healing code and I found the violet flame and I went into bliss. So I was in bliss. Yeah. I was in bliss for quite a while. And I basically stayed in bliss for quite a while until life came down on top of me like a ton of bricks. I haven't been in this space, I can't remember since when. I'm not singing, I'm not acting, I'm not eating, drinking, smoking, doing any addiction, nothing. And I'm in bliss today. And I want to say thank you. And I'm in bliss, so I'm going to look up what that word means, that Shore put on, which is probably an insult. What is a PogChamp? We shall soon find out. A PogChamp empath. PogChamp emote. Excitement, joy, or shock. And it's from Twitch. Interesting, because somebody came from Twitch. PogChamp emote. They were told to take it off the emote. What is the PogChamp emote? And why has Twitch axed it? They've axed it. Why have they axed it? Let's see. They axed one of its most popular emotes following dangerous comment made by the star of the image. Wide-eyed face features emote encourages Twitter followers to continue the civil unrest after violent protesters stormed. Oh, wow, it's positive. Because we know all of that was orchestrated. An excited man with his eyes wide and mouth open. Oh, well. Hundreds of Donald Trumps. Yeah, hilarious. It was all orchestrated. We know the truth. Okay. We know the truth. So whoever put that on there, I don't know if you're saying something for our president or against him, but soon he'll be in charge of the whole media. It's so exciting. Anyway, coming back to, David Elam's. Now, there's a man I would like to talk to, David Elam's. David Elam's as well. David Ian Rogers and David Elam's. Two Davids. Two of the most enlightened shamans. David Elam's is creating the new internet. Let's see if we can get him. Let's see if we can get David Elam's. I interviewed him. Let's see if we can get him. Because he's creating the new, let's see. So anyway, David Ian Rogers, you're a star. I'm so calm today. Beautiful. I hope that my positive disposition today reflects on others, because my passion is to heal through the media. Right. My passion is to heal through the media. So, yeah. You're an amazing, can't wait to do the interview. So Messengers of Light is going to be a lot of fun. And so, as I said, if you're depressed, like I did get, and I'm not today, thank God. If you get depressed, please try to understand the difference. I love you and I validate you. Because depression is a buried rage and buried fear that you have not been able to express. And I think what David does is he validates it in a way that is very funny and shocking. You've got to experience it. Laughter therapy is silly and works, but this is different. He shows you the shit and the rubbish that's going on in here. And we agree it's not interesting. No, it's not interesting. The only thing that's interesting is the truth and love, and that's A Course in Miracles. And so David shows you when you are in the mind, the ego, and you dismiss it. And the more you dismiss it with his technique, you say, David, I still feel like shit. And he says, yeah, that's interesting. No. Sorry, I can't give away too much, but Martin witnessed him yesterday when he was on the phone with me. Martin was here, and he heard the whole session. And I don't know what Martin thought about it. I wish he'd come on today, and I'd probably say he thought the guy was completely and utterly nuts. But it works. So does it matter? Who told you that things that are unconventional are nuts or are bad for you? You see, the star seeds know the truth because we brought all of this to you. And I expect Madame Kataria as a star seed who came to spread laughter. Laughter therapy, like laughter therapy. Here we go. You're getting, what shall we do? The laughter therapy. What should we do, Lauren? Lauren's laughter therapy, fringe perfection. Very good, very good, yeah. Very good, yeah. Very good, yeah. That's laughter therapy, okay? I'm not bipolar. It's laughter therapy. And it's fringe and hair perfection. Perfection. Every single hair. I haven't got rid of that character defect, David. Every single hair needs to be in place. That is not interesting at all, because the spirit that I am, the earth angel that I am, the starseed that I am, doesn't give a shit about this being here. Let's just leave it and see how long the ego and the mind can function. There we go. Is it bothering you, Lauren? No, not really. Is it bothering Mr. Shore or Martin or anybody who's watching at the moment? Is this bothering you? Maybe if you're a perfectionist, it would have driven my mother around the twist. Round the twist. So that's perfectionism. And my mother would have gone on and on about it because she didn't know any better. But that's one of my character defects, perfection. Not mine, Lawrence. If you know the difference between you and your identities, it's a bit like Muji does, Who Am I? Who am I? And like the song, Who Am I? Who am I? Who are you? So, as I said, I love you very much, guys. And depression is not something to laugh at. Well, it is actually. Isn't that interesting, David Ian Rogers? Depression is something to laugh at. Good God. Some people are going to give me so many thumbs down for this. Depression is something to laugh at because it's not real. It's a conglomerate of fear and rage that is built up inside you that you have not been able to express. That's it. That's it. And the minute you do the sessions with Dave, you'll see what I mean. You will feel everything you need to feel. He'll make you feel everything you need to feel. So the awakening today, as I said, is the difference between victimhood, which is, oh my God, this perfectionism is crazy. It's crazy. When did I pick it up? Mom, this fringe is not straight. This hair is sticking out. Look. Mom, Rest in peace, Mom. You see? Perfectionism. These are the things that hold us back. I did a recording of Non Letai, and I love it. And I thought it was pretty good, the mix even. But then I did a recording of Walk Away, Don't Run, and I didn't like it at all. It's really not that good. And the perfectionism is like, oh my God, Lauren, that wasn't good. You know, that's embarrassing. So what? Embarrass yourself. Who cares? You're learning. It's all part of a learning experience. That's all. You're here to learn. You're here to learn. Guys, you want to feel like I do feel today. Just, that's it. No highs, no lows. Just that. Just that. Just that. Beautiful. On my own. On my own. Pretending he's beside me. All alone. I walk with him till morning. Without him, the world is full of strangers. I haven't even got much voice to sing at the moment. Yes, I do. That's not interesting because I'll manifest it. I have my voice back. I have my voice back and I'm manifesting my voice back. And nothing can take that away. They can't take that away from me. I'm not high. I'm just, I don't know. Can't explain this feeling. So what? The mind wants to explain everything. The mind, you fall in love. The mind has to analyze. Why am I in love with this person? Oh my God, I didn't ask for that. So what? You're in love. Isn't that amazing? Simply amazing. This person isn't like anybody else you've ever met. This person is like risks and danger, and you know, you got rid of all of that. You know, you got rid of that nearly 30 years ago. You said you're never going into that again. And guess it happened again. It happened again. And the mind goes, oh my God, oh my God. And the spirit says, wow, isn't this exciting to be in love? You're not with the person, but you're in love. You're in love with life. You're in love with yourself. Do you know what it means to be in love with yourself? Have you ever been in love with yourself? No, the books tell you to be in love with someone else, don't they? How does it feel to love yourself, to really be in love with yourself like I feel today? Don't get jealous. Talk to David Ian Rogers. He'll teach you. I'm giving you everything, guys, because I love you. I love myself, and that's why I love you. Every single one of you can move on. If you're in victimhood today, then do something you love. If you're really depressed, because that's deeper, call David Ian Rogers. Let me see if he'll let me give you his number, because I don't want you to be unhappy. Well, just contact him. Just contact him on Facebook, David Ian Rogers. Okay, there he is. And get happy today. Now, I'm not saying you'll get happy. He will get you to a level where you will be okay. And then you may get worse, because that's what happens. You know, we're healing. Everything will come up. But everything that's buried, you see, I never knew how much I believed in what I said the other day about my dad and the family. I never knew that. That was killing me inside. Imagine realizing that your father was murdered, but really knowing it, not just a revenge thing, but actually feeling it. And probably thinking, well, if I hadn't left him in their hands, he'd be alive today. Imagine living like that. Imagine, does anybody have that feeling that something happened to someone they love, and that if they were actually there, that person would still be alive? Because guilt is something that humans feel, right? So do you have anything at all in you? Because if you do, and you're not expressing it with someone like David, you'll get depressed. You'll sabotage. Your life will not work the way you want it to. You won't be able to get it to work. But when I had that realization that my father I know that he knew what was happening. And this was my journey to let him go, to trust in God and in the process of him dying, because I couldn't face Dad dying. I didn't want him to die. So I was giving him all the love in the world. But it was also coming from the ego, because the ego wanted Dad to live. And Dad wanted to die. He wanted to die. So he gave up the water. Now, the family showed me my dark side. That's all they did. They took the water away from him and let him die. Dehydrated him, because Dad wanted to die. However, that would have been my dark side. If I had gone along with that, I didn't. I got Dad a whole lot of carers to take care of him 24 hours a day. The family got rid of the carers and controlled the situation themselves. And Dad died of dehydration and starvation, which to me is the dark side. Now that is the dark side. They showed me what I'm capable of doing. Everyone is capable of doing that. Everyone. And the minute I realize that, I can forgive them, because they are my teachers. Do you understand? So I don't feel angry with them today. I don't want anything to do with them, but I don't feel angry. It's a big difference. I'm not feeling it in me, all right? Because if I felt it in me, I would be depressed, remember? It was buried so deep. So before the rage can come up, you're going to get depressed. So if anyone on here went through a situation where they feel guilty as a child, or they know there's something that isn't sitting with them comfortably. I did some huge work yesterday on the dark. It's all the dark shadow work. What David does is all shadow work. You have to face your shadow, like Peter Pan faces his shadow follows him. Your shadow will follow you until you face it. Right? We all have a shadow, and it's projected through other people. If you are a good person, like you don't do bad things, and someone says you're a bad person and it hurts you, then that's your shadow. When people were putting comments on here about me being, everything that I work against, and me, the one who went through it, that tore me to pieces. And so I had to sit with that, because that was my shadow. We all have it. And I'm not going to go into too much, but I discussed it with Janie and she agrees. We all agree. We all have an id. All right? The id is what makes you eat too much, drink too much, sleep around, kill, whatever. Do what doesn't serve us, with people with a conscience. everything that's out of balance is your id. And I explain this in my book, Standing on Your Own 2 Feet, which is my book, where the baby only has an id. And if I was a baby now, that would be in my mouth. They just have their senses. They have no common sense. They have no conscience. They have no morals. So when we go with our shadow side, our dark side, and our dark side doesn't have to mean doing awful things. It's just fear, anything that isn't the light that makes you happy, that makes you feel today, that you feel good, that you feel okay, that you're going to get through the day probably meditating or teaching, because that's what makes you feel good as well. Not singing today, because I don't feel like singing today that much, because I'm tired. Physically, the body is tired, but I will be doing some tarot with my new tarot station to get on, because I'm in that space. I'm in 5D. So I will be able to channel for a lot of people today. So shadow work is when you accept everything about yourself. And if someone says, you're a bad person, Lauren, I don't like you, I'm going to punish you, then you need to go inside and accept that part of you and say, well, the part of me that isn't starseed has got a human body and a human mind. And to David, that's not interesting at all, because we need to let that go. We need to feel it, accept it, bring it up so you don't get depressed anymore. Because I got to a level where I said, David, I don't vibrate like a human. What's going on here? I don't know. That's what's upsetting me, is I don't understand what it is to be human. Probably explains why I never earned money. I'm not vibrating like a human. And I've never felt this. This is weird. I don't know what it is. He said, is that interesting, Lauren? I said, no, because there was doubt. I am not a human, so I don't vibrate like a human. We're not human. Starseeds are not human. We're earth angels. We're aliens. We're light beings that came here, the 144,000 of us. And it's obvious to me now that we are here. We are here. We need to heal ourselves first. Most of us are on twin flame journeys, which is a very, very difficult, painful journey, but we can carry it, and we have to, because since I started my twin flame journey, my abilities went sky high. My psychic abilities just whooshed. My creativity went sky high. Moving on TV started to become huge for me. Like, I knew my journey. I was able to walk away from my marriage, knowing that I have to be on my own for a while to get the strongest I've ever been, not to need anybody, and to grieve everything and to work on me. And so the star seeds are given specific types of journeys. And I'd say that if you're a star seed, you're likely to have a twin flame journey, which is the hardest journey you'll ever experience in your life. I've never known anything like it. But you have to do it, because it's the only way you can get to where I am now today. And the reason, if you are in a twin flame journey, then go to David Ian Rogers, because he knows exactly what you're talking about. He is your port of call. And it's nothing to do with money. You talk to him about that. He's an amazing soul, beautiful soul. And I'm not saying he does, I'm not going to say he doesn't charge, because that's not my job. But I'm saying that he is full of love and he does what's right. With me, we're bartering. He's just given me so much already that I want to give him the world. I want to give him every single person that felt like I did, that you don't want to be here anymore. You do not vibrate like the human race, starseeds. And that's why the lockdown happened. Janie and I were talking about this. You're not going to want to go back to work. You're not going to want to mix with the vibration that isn't you anymore. You're going to feel a disconnect, or you're going to feel completely disconnected like I do today. But you won't want to go back to work. You're going to want to do your journey. Yeah? You're going to want to do your journey. So I wish that on you. It may seem sick that I'm wishing on you one of the hardest journeys in the world, a twin flame journey. But you will just, your whole life will open up and change. For me, this journey is the same as the therapeutic community. Surrender. Because when I surrendered in the therapeutic community, you know what happened. I had my biggest, massive spiritual awakening. I let go of the guilt of the child that thought the childhood abuse was her fault. The child who was abused. That went completely. Now I'm on a twin flame journey, and I'm surrendering everything. I've surrendered everything. And that's why I'm getting well, I'm getting stronger, I'm getting happier. And because I couldn't do that until I could do it on and off, but then I started to work with David Ian Rogers. Now, there's lots of great tarot readers out there, and I also do twin flame readings. Because I'm on the journey, I'm tuned in and I can do it. But there's loads of great tarot readers out there and psychics that will work with you, but they charge a lot and it's kind of ongoing. Or you can watch on YouTube. You know, there's great people like Goddess Energy, spot on a lot of the time. Even comes up with names. Very strange. You've got Darcy Taylor, who's done a few readings for me and confirmed a lot for me. Who else? Those are the two main ones. Oh, Divine Clarity. Divine Clarity does twin flame readings. She goes into the depth and she gives the whole thing. She'll like be on there for hours and hours and hours, but they're fun to watch just because it's interesting to know what's going on with your counterpart, but you cannot control anything. It's about you see. And my journey is to get so happy and to get into such a vibration that he will pick up on it and he'll get happy. That's all I want. He'll get happy and he will shine. And who knows? Maybe then we're aligned and we can come together. Who knows? But the most important thing is me. And it's like in 5D, you're a complete starseed. You're a complete starseed and a complete soul. In 5D, there is no separation, but then you split in two. And I confirmed this with David Ian Rogers. I'm a starseed that's split in two. And you try to be born together. It doesn't work. One of you leaves. That's why I'm a womb twin survivor. And I had all of that abandonment to deal with, which led to me being diagnosed with a mental health issue. And once I healed it and knew I was a twin, then that went. So you're likely to be different ages because you tried to come together, to be born together, but it didn't work. So, but you want different journeys. There's karma, there's all sorts of stuff. So you split into two different bodies and have two different lives. And when you come together, it's beautiful. When you meet each other, you know, there's a knowing. Usually one of you knows before the other, and then the other one, when they feel it, they can't cope with it, so they run. And that you have this split, okay? And because in 3D, in the physical body, you split, but you're never split. In 5D, you're always together. You're always together, because it's one soul, one star seed. Star seeds to me don't have a soul because they're star seed, they're dust. Doesn't matter. Just words, earth angels, aliens, light beings. But on 5D, you are one. Like we are one. That Izzy sings. There is no separation. So your counterpart and you are one. However, in the physical, you both have different lives. Now, when you sometimes have a tarot reading, because it's a very painful journey until you get to the level I'm getting, you can grieve a lot, you can cry a lot, you can lose. People become very codependent with this twin flame thing. They can't have a life. All they do is think about their counterpart. All they do is continuously think about them, lie in bed all day. They don't do anything with their lives. And that is not going to work, because if you don't do anything, then your twin will mirror you and they won't do anything because they're your soul. Okay? So David understood all of this, and everything around this journey needs to go. And you have to face your shadow self. Your twin will show you your shadow self. And these numbers, again, that are calling me are strange numbers. I'm not answering any of them, because then I tried to call them back and they don't exist. So if you're getting lots of 07 numbers, don't answer them. Call them back. And if they don't exist, you know that they were spam. All right. So basically what I'm saying here is depression is very, very relevant. If you're a starseed, a light worker, an empath, you're going to be picking up a lot of what's going on around you. And you're going to have a very serious journey, usually a twin flame journey. And that is it's not easy. I'm not going to pretend it's easy. And if you're not in the right vibration, it could destroy you. You won't be able to move on. But I am suggesting you do what happened in the therapeutic community. Trust the process. It's taken me a long time to be able to do this. And I do now. David Ian Rogers is your man. And he's not paying me for this. He knows everything about twin flames. He is one. He understands the journey. And he knows that if you are sinking into this journey and not doing your work, like in the therapeutic community for 8 months, people tried to get rid of me. They said I wasn't doing my work. I was working continuously. I just couldn't feel the results as much as I wanted to. Since I've had 2 sessions with David, I feel it. You trust the process. I mean, I was working with codependency on my relationships. Like my significant other, Martin, who was my biggest codependent, who I had to let him go, and he's let me go. And it's painful and it's scary, and I don't know what's going to happen there. But we are not together. It's coming up to 8 months now, and we'll, again, trust the process. Trust the process. Now, usually, I mean, he was there for me over Easter. He was incredible. Didn't buy me an Easter egg, but gave me a lot of compassion. And because he knew about the situation with Dad, so he was the one to be here. I'm very, very grateful for that. But then he left and David took over. And that is not codependency. I think David came into my life because I was ready, and because I said to God, I am totally powerless over my codependency, over certain people. I'm totally powerless. Step 1. Came to believe a power greater than myself can restore me to sanity, because it happened before and it could happen again. And then it came in, made a conscious decision to hand myself over to that higher power. And then I did a recording of all my addictions from the time I remember. And all my addictions which were food, the stage, people, relationships, depression, victimhood. The big ones were food and the stage and men. Ever since I can remember myself, when I was 7 years old, and this is in my book, Standing on My Own 2 Feet, I was putting on a little show for a boy called Simon. And I climbed up on a swing to show him how clever I was. And I got my fingers caught in the swing because the swing slammed on my fingers. A boy. I was showing off for a boy. Can you believe it? 7 years old. And then the biggest one was when I was 12. I felt love at first sight. I don't know if you've ever had it, but oh my God. I was 12 and I went to the shop. The shop was over there where we lived. And I was walking up the stairs and he was walking down. Boom! His name was Meir Neumann. I'll never forget him. Boom! That was it. Couldn't stop thinking about him. I kept thinking, in those days, we didn't have mobiles. And it wasn't like we didn't have Facebook, we didn't have Skype, we didn't have internet, right? What a shame, because I would have found out what happened to him. Never saw him again. 4 years. Really affected me. I'd never felt like that before. Like love at first sight. It was unbelievable. Went on for about 4 years. I was looking for him. I was trying to find his family. I mean, sometimes I dream about him. I don't know if he's still alive. He went to America. I'll never forget it. He sat on the steps with me and he said to me, I'm going to live in America. And it was like, oh my God, my heart went. I don't know why he told me. Maybe he cared about me. But I remember giving him all my sweets. All my sweets, this is all in my book. All my sweets came from England. My aunt used to send me English sweets like dolly mixtures and all the lovely sweets I loved. And I gave them to him and he said I was his girlfriend that day. You see? And I was so happy. He taught me how to skate. And that was it. He was a little bit older than me. I think he was 13. And nothing happened ever. Just that one day when he sat with me for some reason and told me he was going to live in America and he wasn't coming back. Mum and Dad were taking him to America. And I keep thinking, if that was this day and age, we could have exchanged mobiles, remember? We could have gone on Facebook and I would have found out what happened to him, but nothing. It went dead, completely dead. And that was the only time my mother held me and said to me, oh, you'll get over it, Lauren. And she held me and I cried and I cried and I cried. And that was, for me, a massive. And then I didn't want to go to school unless there was, I literally wouldn't go to school. I remember this after I got over at Mayor. So I must have been about 16. I wouldn't go to school unless there was a boy there that I could actually follow around. I never talked to them. I was too shy. And there was a boy called Danny. It's in Encounters, Danny Indick. Ooh, he's got the cutest smile and he gave me all his Rolos. I never spoke to him except he was English, no Israeli. And I remember once we went to a party and that would have been my perfect opportunity to dance with him or to sing, but I had no confidence. I thought I was ugly. My God, I've seen my pictures. I was stunning, absolutely stunning when I was 16. Legs everywhere. But I had, I used to look at boys. I just look at them and I was fascinated by them. There was, what was his name? Oved in the kibbutz where my aunt lived. And he was blonde. I mean, blonde, like so blonde, like this blonde. And I could stop looking at him. I had no courage to talk to him. None. Imagine if I'd actually spoken to him and found out he was a human being. not just a man or a boy. I was about 17. Stunning. I was stunning. My photographs. But I didn't have the guts. I used to run away all the time. But remember, I did have a very rude awakening. My innocence was taken at a very young age. And so it probably shocked me. Oh, and I didn't have a boyfriend till in my 20s. When I came to England, Steve Starkey, another blonde. He was everybody's pretty boy. And I got him. For 4 years, I think, we lived together and whatever. So why am I telling you this? Because I'm telling you about learning processes. And so step 4 for me was I recorded from the beginning of time before I was born. I lost my brother in the womb, my twin. And that's where my addiction, my abandonment issue started. That's where my big grief started. This is all in my book, Standing on My Own 2 Feet, which Janie keeps telling me to write, which I'm writing very slowly. And I find a chair that's comfortable enough. Or when David Ian Rogers gets rid of all of this, I will write. I'm writing. Sometimes I can write. Sometimes it's all flowing through me. But I did step 4, and that is a moral inventory of when my addiction started. And I'm teaching you now. It started before I was born, in the womb, because I lost my brother. He died. I felt him leave me, my twin. I never knew I was a twin until another situation happened, and I had to go back there into the womb, and there was another baby. There was another baby. So my codependency, my eating disorder, my addictions, whether they're food, sex. You know, sex addiction is an interesting one because you could be celibate for 20 years. It doesn't mean you're not an addict. Okay? That's what I experienced. The body was screaming because the body is an addict and the mind is an addict. Obviously, not the real you. The real you is nothing. It's just dust, pure, nothing, light. So food addiction becomes sex addiction, becomes the stage, rage. You can be a rage addict, a rageaholic, yeah. What other addictions have I had? Boys, I said that. Not just fascination with relationships, codependency, victimhood, talking too much, except when I'm teaching. I'm teaching you today. I hope you take this on board if anyone is watching. I can see a few people are watching. If you take this on board and go along with it, you may be able to help yourself. But if you can't help yourself, David Ian Rogers. So I was ready for David. I had to do a step 4 because I was suffering too much with relationships and grief and all the stuff that I'm not on the stage today. I'm not singing. I'm not acting. Feel okay? Feel okay? Not with anyone? Just me here in the house with Peace and Ellie? Feel okay? Not hot, not cold. Weather's not the best. Feel okay? We're still in the same world, but not of that world. Feel okay? Just okay. Beautiful. It's just okay. It's nice. It's nice to feel like this. Don't need anybody today except to make a nice salad, have a nice chat to Janie later on about the dream. I wonder if any of you have had a similar dream. I put it on Facebook, and and I can't say too much on here because I don't want to be wiped off, but I saw the arrests like a film. I've never had that before, and it was amazing. And there were actors playing the parts. It was very strange, if you know what I mean. I've never had a dream like that before. Yeah, I feel okay. Feels good. Feel okay. That okay is just nice. It's just like I'm not in the time even. It doesn't matter what day it is. It doesn't matter what time it is. And that's thanks. That's thanks to my twin flame, who gave me a massive kick, and David Ian Rogers, and Martin, and all the souls that have hurt me, the family, and just the amazing, beautiful star seeds that I speak to nearly every day. We keep each other alive on this planet. Yeah. This is thank you to Jacob Creswick, who formed Moving On TV with me in 2015. And Francis, and well, I wish all the health in the world. Yeah. Nice. Just nice. It's a foreign feeling, but it's nice. So I think I'm going to spend a lot of the day. What's the day? God, it's nearly 3 o'clock. I'm going to make something to eat, and you need to eat as well. I'll put some music on, maybe some MOTV jukebox. Maybe Luke, our wonderful Luke. Or maybe we'll celebrate Muggsy. I don't know. One of our wonderful songwriters. Or maybe even, I haven't put Heart Vision on for a while, which is the Grammy Award-winning song recorded by Paul McDonald, who's an amazing shaman. Why do shamans need to train? You either are or you're not. I've read that shamans need to pay something like £4,000, £5,000 to become a shaman. Why? I'm a shaman. You're just a natural. All star seeds, a lot of star seeds are shamans already. Medicine men and women. Hopefully the biodynamics beds will be up and running, but Heart Vision was written after a session on the biodynamic bed. And I'm very grateful for that. A wonderful piece of music. I put a film to it. And yeah. Last night I celebrated my life and the music and Francis and Martin and everything, and Rohan and all the people that were in our shows, and Vlad and Luke and Emmanuel and Debbie and the old cast of Encounters and Sound of Music. And I said to you, if I don't get up, I never expected to get up today and feel like I do. I mean, I was celebrating Francis's life and wishing him well last night, but I didn't expect to get up and feel like this. Just okay. Not needing to do a show. Yeah. I love Moving On TV. It's my playground. And I have to think about, what shall I put on Moving On TV today for you guys? So I told you about David Ian Rogers, and I hope he watches this. And at some point you'll get to see him live or on the Messenger of Light on our celebration week which starts tomorrow. God, it's Wednesday tomorrow. It's really a week. Can't be a week. It's tomorrow Wednesday or Tuesday. That's Wednesday. We'll all come on with encounters and we'll celebrate with fireworks. I'm getting the fireworks ready. We'll be back on Moving On TV, our main channel. Unfortunately, the trolls are on there too, so there'll be lots of thumbs down, whatever. On this one, I didn't get any. I expect I'll get one now because I said I didn't get any. Don't put it out to the universe even, what you don't want to happen. So what shall I put on? Oh, I was going to put on Heart Vision, wasn't I? I forgot about that one. It's a film and a Grammy. It was nominated for a Grammy. Because it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. The talents that I put on Moving On TV are brilliant. You may not see them on mainstream, but they're brilliant. I think you probably can see the change in me today. If you watched Piaf the other day, wow, that was rage. That was pure rage. It's good though. I'm still here. They didn't knock us off. Isn't that interesting? Pure rage went on that day. Needed to happen. Right, I'm going to make some lunch and maybe get a bit of sun if there's any. And here is Heart Vision, which I didn't put on, but I am now celebrating nature, seeing beyond the body's eyes, and a Grammy nomination. Hopefully you'll get another Grammy nomination when the world is a better, easier place to actually win it, regardless of who you are and what you are. I mean, in the 3D, Paul McDonald and myself are not famous. We're not celebrities. In 5D, we are. And when all of that lot are gone, that win the Grammys all the time and awards, I'd expect this will win a massive award, don't you? What? There we go. Welcome to Moving On TV. Do you love animals as much as we do? I just showed you Peace and Ellie, my cats. But if you love animals, and you love humans, of course, you're the kind of sponsor that we would be proud to have on board Moving On TV. The only sponsors that we would even think about having on board Moving On TV are sponsors that are enhancing the environment, enhancing life, enhancing humanity. They never use chemicals in any way, shape, or form, not in hair products, facial products, organic only. That's the only thing that touches this skin. No one guesses my age because I never, ever use anything but pure organic makeup and products on this beautiful shell. I'm healthy in mind, body, spirits because I never eat anything if it's got any kind of chemical or if it's not pure. So come on board Moving On TV if you are one of us. If you're starting with a new product that you want to get out there to enhance society, to enhance humanity, to enhance animals. Maybe you're doing a new pet food for animals without chemicals. We will welcome you on here, whoever you are, as long as you love animals and people as much as we do. You can contact me on movingontv1@gmail.com, 07437 532 798. Email me. I just said it. We are Moving On TV, the new TV station that brings you the hope and the glory. And I am the proud CEO, Lauren Hope Glory, moving on with all of you into a beautiful new world together. I love you. Namaste. Welcome to Moving On TV. Thank you. Bye. Welcome to Moving on TV. My name is Lauren Hope Glory. I'm the proud CEO of Moving on TV, the TV station that gives you the hope and then the glory. Now, this is our mission statement. Our mission statement is that you have always got a platform for your talents, your dreams, your work, and it doesn't involve money. It involves connecting and bartering, because if you can't afford it, you barter. And you go out there and you promote Moving on TV. You come on here and do your own shows. Moving on TV's mission statement is that you will never, ever sit on your own in your house and think, oh my God, I have this amazing singing voice and no one will listen to me. I've got to go and stand in a queue. That's not going to happen anymore. That's the past. But I'm going to have to stand in a queue for hours and hours and nobody will care about me. And I'm just a piece of meat and I'm just a voice. I'm nothing else. To us, you are unique. You are unique mind, body, and spirit. And we will take you and we will hold you and love you. And that's what Moving on TV is. Because I can't be anything else. That's me. That's why I'm here. And because I will never, ever let you suffer the same way as I did to get to where I'm going. Okay, so that's my mission statement. The mission statement of Moving on TV is we are humanitarian, we are love, we are compassion, we are consciousness. We are here for every single unique human being, whether you clean the streets or toilets, or whether you're all the same. We're all equal. We are all equal. It doesn't matter who you are. If you have a dream, if you have a mission, if you have something that you want to give, come to Moving on TV. This is the news. This is the new news. And when we can, we will give you the truth bit by bit, little by little. But we will wake you up so you can find it out for yourself. Okay, so watch our programs and you can see what Moving on TV is. We are a TV station, not a channel. We are a TV station, just like BBC and Sky and ITV. A real TV station for everyone. Come on board Moving on TV, the TV station that gives you hope first. Tikva in Hebrew, hope, means it opens your heart and it makes you feel that you're here for a reason. It gives you a reason to get up in the morning. Tikva, ahava, light language. I love you. If you don't get this message, then you're not supposed to be on Moving on TV. We come from Christ consciousness and we come from somewhere else, Aquarius. And so this is your TV station. Join us. Come on board Moving on TV. You can contact us at movingontv1@gmail.com. Ring us or text 07437 532 798. I protect Moving on TV with the violet flame and the angels and all the light and all the beauty of Jesus and Buddha and Muhammad and all the leaders that came, Gandhi, that came to show us the way, to pave the way. Nothing enters Moving on TV unless it is based in that consciousness. I love you and thank you. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2021. Bye. That's much more comfortable. I've got this incredible idea. We're going to do a birthday message. So if it's your birthday and you want to come on to Moving, no, you don't want to come on to Movie on TV. You want us to celebrate your birthday and make you like feel like $1 million. You know, when you get all those messages on Facebook and you may be on your own this year, please contact us. I'm making a little advert now. I'll put it on in a minute. And it'll be this. Is your birthday coming up soon? Contact us. We will wish you happy birthday. Put on a program of your choice. So email us. Okay? So let's carry on with some music. Who else can we put on for you? All our best. The best that we have to offer here on Moving On TV. Of course. Our very own Emmanuel Trangos, a legendary secretary.
Yeah, it's a driller track for the man of God, Pastor Iron. Yeah, whoa, 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 yeah.
Let me start with an old one, yeah? This one.
Yeah, come on, come on, come on.
P.I.R.N. a well-known pastor. Because of him I go faster. Preach it, give it, teach it, feed it. The word of God to receive it. Spiritual father or dad. Raising up the flock, that's facts. Still pull up with brother Cayman to the love of TV gas. You gave me the word of God to chew. Man, I'm gonna live on bread alone, so blessed for all that food. Why? Cause it's the truth. And you fed me the word like dairy. Turning my world legendary. With the devil getting Larry, but he's never gonna get scary. With my zonal secretary, Pastor David, Jamila and Mary. You're very scary to the enemy. Everybody look, that's my pastor, shining light just like the master. He said he'll no need for a plaster, rapture ready. It's your last chance. Ministry awards, climb the ladder, break the records, free or fracture. That's my pastor in dripping swagger, zonal sec of the highest stature. Shiring diaries, it's a new chapter. Fisher of men, he's ready for capture. Eternal life, he's a dispatcher, and so zone 8 is ready for rapture.
BJ8 or J1 wavy. I'm P.I.R.N.'s baby. I'm a son in the house all day, be made me a man, I'm not one of the ladies. Running out devils on a daily. I do that cause he raised me. I'm a weapon of God, I'm the top of the crop. I'm his whip, you can call me Mercedes. Vroom, vroom, lightning quick. You can come to the zone. UK zone A, we've been winning all day. Devil is time to the throne. Secretary made me scared. The devil, he fears me winning daily. PA, raise me.
Pastor Iron will love you. You raise giants for the king. Yeah, couldn't put no one above you. And for you, now we sing. Now we sing. Pastor Iron will love you. You raise giants for the king. Yeah, couldn't put no one above you. And for you, now we sing. Now we sing.
Welcome to the zone. Spiritual giants roam, full to the brim with the Holy Ghost. It's an achiever's flex, look at the light in my chromosome. I'm Stevie G with a long shot, ain't no way I can walk alone. Aye, super conqueror, past the iron shining star. I'm his perfect one, best know I'm PA's son. But the heathens race, trust me I'm seated laughing hard. With a team of strikers in my bag, no go yard. Past the iron, different class. Past the iron, different class. Celebrating PA, feel that the word is a child of the day. So you know the devil can't play, we moonwalking him like his name is MJ. Count on the blessings, that's daily. Built with the word, nothing can phase him, he ain't lazy. Bro, what out the rock, you'd think what crazy. Words like fire, I rise like Isaiah. He can never lose, God's grace takes him higher. And higher we go, when he ministers, it's another level. Saying can't win, going under control. And when PS speaks, Catalambano. No, hey, what you know about Catalambano though? Wait, let me land. I wanna tell you God's plan. Pastor Iron is the man. Do you get it? Understand? Believe it. When he speaks, receive it. When he says we can achieve it. Fueled by grace, this ain't even Stevens.
Pastor Iron will love you. You raise giants for the king. Yeah, couldn't put no one above you. And for you, now we sing, now we sing. You raised giants for the king. Yeah, couldn't put no one above you. And for you now we sing.
Reke iskos upanai, paredos kuskustai. Epre una skusna una frata tuskatai. Berete gis karata usk, arata doski arates tostai. Let me give you the interpretation. Talk about money, talk about grace. Talk about souls, talk about pace. Pastor Iron owns this race. Only one position, that's first place. No track and trace. He's got this virus. It's eternal life, cuz. Oh yeah, you'll die trust. And come back righteous.
I rap no way, what? What do we have to say? PA repent the light all day. Satan run out, the ends dismayed. Jesus showing his work this way. Seed man never rely on pay. Harvest never be far or stray. Laying hand change your life upgrade. Real life that won't lead you astray. Won't lead you astray. Taught me the word invested it pays. Man can't be the same. Real life that won't lead you astray. Won't lead you astray. Taught me the word invested it pays. Man can't be the same. You can't be the same.
Live on the mic and the beat starts flowing. I'm feeling the hype, but West is going. We celebrate your wisdom and grace. More than the man, who I please. Christ in the flesh is you. Yes, the word is alive and true. You've changed my life and living. Now I'm shining and always winning. Professor of spiritual science, blurring spiritual physical lines. School of the prophet with science. Yes, you're producing spiritual giants. Rhapsody money, I'm mad. Rapping our calling and rapping our sword. Winning is a standard and the devil is a bastard.
It's always my joy to bring to your attention that which is important. That which is important, that's what is the major. It's all about Jesus.
Call it amazing grace, Pastor Iron Day. He sets the pace to explain this, man. I wish I could, but all I can say is that God is good, like boom. Oh, don't do it, but he did it, just admit it. No one like him, you can catch him by the spirit. You satisfy my heart. Nothing about you, you spilled your songs, top of the chart. Feel the love, it's Pastor Iron's heart.
Lil said it to me. PTN. Like that. It's Pastor Iron we're talking about. More than a man, like a myth. UK's own name never runs out of bars. Nah, we never run out of stars. He taught me life, alive and living. Pastor Iron, you're living a minute. You know he's never gonna give in, never gonna give up. Going for the winner, you man better listen. Legendary secretary.
PA with words, demons just swerve. Haven't you heard the vision? You got us a dad and he's got bag, nothing but facts, we never lack. Got upbringing, in the zone, it's not just singing. Righteous life never sinning, thought we could fall, what were you thinking? Life, alive, living, you kids on A, we always stay winning. You kids on A, we always stay winning.
Happy birthday, Pastor Iron.
BA 09 02